All right, we are a couple days past the Helix Stadium update, and the live stream was amazing, but we got thrown at us a lot of information that, quite frankly, I didn't understand at the beginning. A lot of new terms, a lot of wow factors. You know, we got a big new touchscreen coming, I think 8-inch touchscreen. Things look amazing. The UI, everything is different. It's new. It's amazing. I posted a video yesterday about my top favorite things for actual players, not all the cool stuff that no one knows if they'll actually use. Or maybe we will, but some things. So you can go check out that video of some things I'm excited about. But one question I had, and people were asking me, and I was just watching the worship tutorials video, and I'm glad that they got to go and actually ask these questions in person so we get the real answers and don't have to speculate. So thank you for that, guys. One of the questions I had and people were asking, and Bradford was able to ask Eric Klein, you didn't say anything about effects. Are we getting any new effects? And he said, no, not right off the bat. And here's why. And this is the good news, is they were very intentional to make sure that the Helix and HX stuff does not become obsolete. That is not their goal. So they're actually positioning this new product as not a Helix 2. They were very clear about that. People keep saying, well, this is Helix 2. No, it's not. It's a higher tier Helix. So they're still going to be supporting and doing updates for Helix and HX stuff, which is great news. We talked about in the last video about how things are backwards compatible. So your presets from Helix will work in Stadium. Now it's not backwards or frontwards. You won't be able to run Stadium presets in Helix because there's too much different there. They even talked about that, how the Agoura amp models are just, what do you say? He didn't use the word beasts. He said I forgot what he said. You can go watch the worship tutorials video, but they're just so massive that they will not work in Helix or the HX stuff. But then Bradford did say, he's like, but even these same effects, like he mentioned one of the reverbs, the dynamic hall, I think he said it sounded way better than he remembered on the Helix. And what's true about the new Stadium is that there's the ins and outs have much more headroom. And so he said even existing presets, so like the Expanse pack or the Sunday Ready pack that I offer, even those presets that were dialed in on Helix, when they get transferred over to Helix Stadium, even making no changes at all, they will already sound better, sound more real. They said it will sound like you're going from HD to 4K. There's just more information, more depth. So that's super exciting. And I'm just very, I'm happy that they are not doing away with all the Helix stuff. So for you Helix users and HX Stomp XL, just know that it's being positioned as another tier up. So you got to just decide what you want and what you need. There's a lot of stuff that comes with this Stadium that most people are not going to need. Most people, I would say, are not going to take the time to capture amps. Most people are not going to use their Helix for a lighting rig. Most people are not going to care probably to import MP3s and divide the stems up, although maybe. I mean, that's a pretty cool feature for like personal practice. Like, I think it's designed where you could use it live on a stage, but even just for personal practice, being able to bring in a song. But then again, you have to like purchase the song somehow probably. And so that can get expensive, where if you're already using, like for me on the worship team, we already use multi-tracks and chart builder, and it breaks those stems out for us. So there would be no need for me to do that. It'd be cool that the Helix does it, but I already have that solution somewhere else. So I don't know if most people are going to use those things. So my encouragement to those of y'all who are, a lot of people in the comments are like, well, it looks like an amazing board, but I just don't have the money. And I agree. They are more expensive, and they're intentionally priced that way because they are another tier. So you just have to look and say, am I on HX Stomp budget or XL budget? Or maybe I just need HX effects because I'm still playing through a real amp. Or maybe I have the Helix. I'm trying to decide if I want to try to sell it at a cheaper price now that prices will come down and invest in something bigger. Well, you just have to decide what's most important for you. Probably the biggest thing that will sway someone to upgrade is, other than gas and feeling left out, is that these Agoura amp models are apparently sounding just a lot better. They were able to take, I don't know, what did they say, like an AC30 on the Helix and toggle between the AC30, Agoura AC30, and it just sounds like, they said again, going from HD to 4K. So I understand if that is that important to you. For some of you, you probably, if you're just not satisfied with the amp models in your Helix, which they sound amazing. They do. Helix does great. I am falling in love with Tonex amps and the captures. Right now I'm using the Tone Shepherd ProSonic and AC30 captures, and I can't not use them right now. They just sound amazing. You guys have seen some of the videos on my channel, and I think some videos are coming that are scheduled out. You know, you could spend, right now, the Tonex 1 is $150. So for $300, and a lot of you will pay $300 for one pedal, for $300, you could have a dual Tonex setup, run into the effects loop of your HX effects, and have the best sounding amps and the best sounding effects. Or even if you have an HX Stomp, you could run 2 Tonexes in the effects loop or just after it. That may be all you need to do. But for some of you, you may need to upgrade to the Stadium. I'm going to get the Stadium. I only would want the regular one. I don't need the XL. I want a smaller form factor. I don't always use an expression pedal. I use it if it's there, but I don't have to. I'm pretty good with doing swells and stuff on my guitar. But I am probably going to get the XL just because the release date is so much sooner, and I'm going to want to get my hands on it so I can create content for you guys and start popping out presets and updating the Expanse pack and the Sunday Ready pack. So that's where I'm at with those things. Let me know down in the comment what your thoughts are. Are you willing to, like, a lot of people say it's cool, but I just don't have the money for that. Are you going to sell stuff to buy this thing? Is it that much of a game changer for you? Or are you satisfied with Helix? Let me know. Some other questions I'm thinking through is that they said as new amp models, these Agoura amp models will not be coming to Helix. So that's a downside. I wonder if new effects will also. I think I heard in the worship tutorial videos is that when they design effects, that they're keeping in mind Helix. So even new, like say we get a new slew of reverb effects and delay effects, they are keeping in mind the Helix and HX products to bring those down. So that's cool. The only things we will miss out on, I say we, those of us who have HX Stomp and Helix, is that we won't have the touchscreen, obviously. So no focus mode, no dragging your finger and typing in presets and stuff like that on the device itself. But those will be the only things you'll lose. So pros of just staying with what you have, you save money and you have great amps and cabs, and you will still get future updates with cool new effects. You just won't have access to the new amps. Now, a lot of you in the comments, you guys saw the video a couple days ago where I was like, I don't know if we're getting a new Helix or not, but I just bought a new Helix LT. And a lot of people are like, I bet you regret that, don't you? Well, I don't think you were watching the video. I was like, even if they come out with a new one, I'm still getting the Helix LT. I wanted it brand new because I use this thing all the time. I use it and I don't want to wait until fall to get the Stadium. I wanted a brand new Line 6 Helix LT, so everything was pretty. No scratches, no mess ups on the knobs, none of that. Also, I make presets. So those of you who were like, oh, I bet you're gonna be posting that on Reverb the next few days. No, not at all. I'm gonna keep this thing forever. And just like we just talked, this thing is not going out of style. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this. You know what else I'm gonna keep is this, because this is just good. If you haven't seen this is my guitar, my Reverend. Look at this. The HX Stomp XL fits so perfectly in my guitar case. It's just like it's meant to be. All right, y'all, thank you for watching the videos. Right now, this week, there is a code for all of my presets, just in celebration of the new Stadium announcement. I put 25% off. So there's a code linked down below. It only lasts for a week. So if you're watching this in the future, I'm sorry. But yeah, go check that out. If you're in the market, and you should be, if you have a Helix device, presets, you can read all about it on my website. Click the link below. Thank you. See you in the next video. Goodbye.